So the formula is V is equal to pi r squared h divided by 3. Hi math learners! Have you ever enjoyed an ice cream cone or seen a traffic cone on the road? These objects are shaped like a cone. Today, we're going to explore the volume of a cone. That means how much space is inside it. Let's get started. So let's start with the vocabulary. We have here the word volume, the amount of space occupied by a three-dimensional object. Cone has a circular base and a vertex that is not in the same plane as the base. Radius, half of the length of the diameter of the circle. And the height is a perpendicular distance between the vertex and the base. So again, radius will be up to this point. And for the height, you have from this point up to here. So this is your height. Let's have here the cone. This is your vertex and the formula for that is 1/3 base times height. The base here is the circle. This is your base. For the formula, let's change the base area for the formula of the area of the circle. So that is pi r squared. And then multiply it by h for the height. And then divide it by 3. So the formula is V is equal to pi r squared h divided by 3. Or we can write it as 1/3 times pi times r squared times height. Again, the given must be in radius. So let's try it with this example. For number 1, so you have volume is equal to 1/3 pi, copy pi, r squared, r is 3, change it to 3, and then square, times the height which is 2. When solving this one, you have to start with copying 1/3 and then pi, square 3, so that is 9, that is 3 times 3, and then times 2. So before you multiply, look at your factors here. You can simplify first 9 and 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now you can multiply pi times 3 times 2. So pi, let's use the value of pi which is 3.1416. So pi times 3 times 2, that is 18.85. So for number 1, the volume is 18.85. Let's try number 2. For number 2, the given is, so volume is equal to 1/3 times pi. The given for r is 2. So you write 2 squared. And then h is 3. So that is 1/3 pi. 2 times 2, 4. And then copy 3. So we can simplify first 3 and then 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Next is, we can now multiply pi or the 3.1416 times 4. So that is 12.57. Okay? And then for number 3, the given is 4 for the height and 4 for the radius. Comment down your answer on our comment section. Okay, let's apply this one to a real-life problem. A smoothie shop uses a cone-shaped cone to serve their special fruit shake. The cup has a radius of 6 centimeters at the top and a height of 12 centimeters. What is the volume of the cup in cubic centimeters? So let's have the formula first, which is 1/3 times pi times r squared times height. So you have 1/3 times pi. Change the value of r, which is 6 centimeters. So 6 and then square. And then height, which is 12. So 1/3 pi, copy. And then 6 times 6 is 36. And then times 12. So you can multiply pi times 36 times 12 divided by 3. But since 12 is divisible by 3, you may simplify first by dividing 12 by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4 and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So therefore, you multiply pi times 36 times 4. And that is 452.39. Don't forget the unit, that is cubic centimeters. Okay, next. Next problem. An ice cream vendor fills a cone-shaped wafer with ice cream. The cone has a radius of 5 centimeters and a height of 12 centimeters. What is the volume of the cone? So again, the formula is 1/3 pi r squared times height. You have 1/3 pi, change r, the value of r is 5, and then square, and the value of h is 12 centimeters. So 12. So you have here, the denominator is 3, 12 is divisible by 3, so you divide it. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So you have pi, and then square 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and then times 4. So multiply pi, 25 and 4. So pi times 25 times 4 is equal to 314.16 cubic centimeters. Next problem. A water tank is shaped like an inverted cone. The radius of the top is 3 meters and the height is 9 meters. How many cubic meters of water can the tank hold when full? So again, formula, let us write the formula, 1/3 pi r squared h. So 1/3 times pi. Again, change r with 3 meters. Square. Height is 9 meters. 1/3 pi. So 3 times 3. This is 3 times 3, not 3 times 2. So that's 9 times the height, which is 9. So you may cancel first 3 since 9 is divisible by 3. So pwede kang mag-cancel para mapaliit mo yung numbers muna. So you have volume is equal to pi. So times 3 na lang. And then times 9. So volume is equal to, what is pi times 3 times 9? That is 84.82. Don't forget the unit, cubic meters. Next problem. A road safety cone is shaped like a cone with a base radius of 15 centimeters and a height of 45 centimeters. What is the volume of the cone? So again, write the formula 1/3 pi r squared times height. So 1/3 times pi, change the value of r, that is 15. So that is 15 squared times height, 45. Next, so you have 1/3 times pi. So calculate first the 15 squared, that is 15 times 15, and that is 225 times 45. So if the factors here are divisible by 3, then you can divide first. So that is, this is 3, 1. This is 225 divided by 3, that is 75. So we have here volume is equal to pi times 75 times 45. So the answer here is 10,602.9 cubic centimeters. So let's go for our last problem. A coffee filter is shaped like a cone with a radius of 6 centimeters and a height of 10 centimeters. What is the maximum amount of coffee in cubic centimeters it can hold? So don't forget to write the formula. So 1/3 times pi times r squared times height. Next, change the value of r with 6 square, and then the height is 10 centimeters. Next is, solve for 6 times 6, that is 36, times 10. Again, the factors here are 36 and 10. 36 is divisible by 3, so therefore we can simplify first. 36 divided by 3 is 12. So we have here volume is equal to pi times 12 times 10. So we have pi times 12 times 10 is equal to 376.992. Since the decimal places are 992, or the decimal part is 992, we can round up. So that will be 377 cubic centimeters. And that's how we find the volume of a cone. Remember the formula. Volume is equal to 1/3 times pi times r squared times height. Cones are everywhere in real life. Ice cream cones, party hats, and even traffic cones. Next time you see one, you'll know how to calculate the space inside it. Thanks for learning with me today, and keep practicing your math skills. See you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow our page, Math Teacher Gon. Bye-bye!